AITA for frightening my nephew and making him traumatized for life?
I had a cookout at my place on the 4th. My daughter's, 13, switch goes missing. I contacted family members and my wife's sister, Kara, said my daughter gave it as a gift to her son Stevie, 6, for his upcoming birthday. I asked my daughter and she said it wasn't true. She let Stevie use it so they could all play Mario Kart together and it went missing after the cookout. My daughter is upset and I call Kara back, who insists that the switch is now Stevie's and my daughter is too old to play anyways or will outgrow it soon and it was a gift to Stevie. She calls my daughter an Indian giver. After this I contacted my uncle, who is a police officer, and he watches Kara's house, and a few of his friends go over and threaten to arrest Steve and Kara over stolen property. Kara reluctantly gives it back after an incident with the officer that she could have been arrested for. They warn Stevie next time steals, both him and his mom will go to jail. They let my son go without incident. Sil says Stevie has been crying non-stop and having issues sleeping because he doesn't want to go to jail, and blaming me and my family for traumatizing her son. My response might have been heartless because it was, I guess he'll never steal again. Kara thinks he'll be traumatized for life for making a big deal over a stupid game.
NTA. Stevie has bigger problems, like having a mother who likes to steal.
Your sister-in-law got caught stealing and is trying to deflect by telling you her son is traumatized. She thought you would just back down and let her steal from your daughter. NTA.
Info. Okay, as an Indian, I would really like to know what the hell an Indian giver is. Edit. I learned something new today.
She calls my daughter an Indian giver. Jesus Christ.
NTA. If Kate didn't want her kid to be traumatized, she shouldn't have abetted her son's theft.
NTA. The kid lied and this parent has to be insane to think this 6-year-old is telling the truth. ESH. Fuck your sil, but a grown man threatened a 6-year-old with jail? Are you kidding me?
ESH for all the reasons given elsewhere. But also because, and I'm so horrified that not a single other commenter has pointed this out, your sister is racist AF. Indian giver is not a thing. It's a disgusting, racist slur that implies that being a cheat is somehow a native thing. Your sister is an ignorant racist who encourages her 6-year-old to steal and lies to defend it, and you're a bully who literally used to cops to terrify a small child and, yes, probably traumatize him. His mom told him it was okay to keep that switch. She's the person he trusts to teach him right from wrong.
He's way too little to understand that she could lie to him. And you just sent the police to his house to tell him he's a criminal and that he and his mommy could go to jail for doing what she told him was okay. Yes, he needed to learn better. But not like that. This should have been handled between adults. Except your daughter. Obviously. The switch was stolen and your sister wasn't going to do anything about it, so you needed to figure out an alternative. However, your uncle went way overboard by sending someone out there to threaten arrest. Why didn't he go over there and explain to Kara that stealing is illegal and he needs the switch back? Why were third-party cops sent to the scene? Why didn't you go over there and ask for it back? Why was your uncle involved at all? You're an adult man. Stand up for your daughter and teach her how to appropriately respond in situations like this. Instead, you called in an inappropriate favor and probably did make Stevie, who is 6, scared.
That mother of Stevie's, she'll tolerate all lengths for her son even if it's wrong. It starts with a switch, later who knows what he could steal. NTA. Although your uncle could have dealt this in a calmer manner, Kara on the other hand is a massive
I'm leaning towards NTA because maybe this scare will keep little Stevie from ending up in prison when he gets older. His mom obviously hasn't taught him that stealing is bad. This intervention may save him. NTA. Steal switch? Straight to jail. Officers threatening a 6-year-old with jail time is insane. The mom sucks. But so do the cops for that. It should have been a stern conversation about right and wrong. Not threatening a kid with jail time. He's not a hardened criminal. Esh. Your Sil sucks for lying about the switch. You suck because you had your uncle threaten to take a 6-year-old to jail. Hopefully your daughter and nephew realize how stupid both you and Sil were and be better than that. NTA. She is allowing her son to steal. What a great mom, S. You did the right thing. This will teach both of them actions have consequences. NTA. Sil traumatized her own kid by allowing him to steal. I feel bad for Stevie. But your Sil is a terrible mom. If he's traumatized for life, it's solely her fault. And there's a big difference between calling the cops and calling your uncle. Who is a cop? Mr. Rogers had police officer characters. No? So cops can be friendly and straightforward with children. The uncle could have gone in uniform to gently speak to the child about stealing in honesty, without threatening any consequences, let alone jail. That sounds scary. Op. I don't know what you asked your uncle to do or how you asked him to get the point across. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But between your uncle and Kara, it's an ESH. Obviously she's the primary AH here. Sheesh. If my kid comes up to me and says SO and SO gave him something, we march right over to the kid and grown up in question to confirm and give it back if necessary. Yikes. NTA. Kara used her son to cover up her own intentional theft and is using him again to try and twist things. Esh. Holy overreaction. Batman. Another reason not to trust cops. If they are willing to bully people like this. NTA. When I worked retail, this mom marched her 56-year-old into my store, asked for the manager and security and made her child return the headphones he'd pocketed. She asked out manager and security to treat him like anyone else so he could understand there were consequences to his actions. Yes, he was scared, but I'll bet he learned something. This is exactly something I would do for my own children. I do think was a bit more rough than it should have been. The lesson is a good lesson. The execution not so much. Sil is the problem and she should have been the one dinged. I would have filed a police report and just sued her in small claims court. Personally.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.